What is going on, Aries? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your general reading for the month of August. And I do want to say sorry for the delay, sorry for the wait, Aries. I wanted to get to you as quick as possible, but I needed to get some energy up from all the other readings that I've been doing. So, this is general. It may not resonate with everyone that watches the video, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel as usual. Hopefully you guys are doing good out there, having a good day or night whenever you're watching this video. I'm going to show you your cards now. First, we're going to be hopping into your present energy. This is also your main storyline that you're checking out right here, so you can get a glimpse of your whole spread. After that, we're going to be following up with your futuristic energy on the left side, and this will be covering your supporting details also. All right, there you go right there. In the end, we're wrapping it up for you guys with a fairy card, and you have the Chariot. All right, if you guys are brand new to this channel and you don't follow me on IG yet, you can follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. If you're looking to book a personal reading with me, you can book that in the description of the video. It'll have all the details about how to book. Let's just hop in, Aries, and see what's going on. Aries, I do want to say that I got a little bit of a channel message for you guys before I started the reading, and it was really speaking about this renewal that's happening for you in the month of August. And I really feel like it's a renewal of your faith, a renewal of your vision when it comes down to what you're actually moving towards, your path, your calling. There's this renewal type of energy that's coming back around where you're getting tapped back into that feeling that you kind of had at the beginning of a certain path, or a beginning of this journey, a beginning of your vision when you first saw how you envisioned things would kind of roll out for you or unfold for you. And there's some sort of reminder that is wanting to happen so that you get renewed in your faith, and that your passion and you know the way that you're perceiving your reality is kind of shifted. So that was just a little bit of a channel message that I felt like, it's almost like you're going to fall in love again with something. You're falling in love again with yourself, or falling in love again with your vision, your passion for your life, your purpose, your path, your calling. Whatever it is that is being renewed in you is something that's very deep, and something that I feel like you are attached to, and it has a lot to do with your destiny and your fate. Okay, your makeup with who you are. And it's like it's something, it's a spark that's being lit in you again. Some sort of flame is being, fueled. Not saying that your spark went out, but I do feel like it's possible that some Aries have been kind of running on low fuel when it comes down to continuing to fuel that flame, and to put energy into that passion. So it's something happening in August where you're falling in love again with this path that you're attached to. You're seeing it again from a baby's eye. It's almost like seeing it again from the beginning. I almost get the example of somebody that is falling in love with someone from the beginning again. And wouldn't, like relationships and connections that we have be so great if that was possible? Like if you could go back to the beginning when you first were meeting somebody, and all of the different little things that happened, and the spontaneous events that occurred, and all of these different things that made you fall in love with someone. I feel like this is what's happening to you guys, but it has more so to do with your path that you're headed to. So that's it for the channel message, Aries. Let's hop into the cards and see if they confirm that or not. All right, so crowning your reading, we have the Temperance card with the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. So with this Temperance energy, definitely this is talking about some balance that wants to occur. And I feel like there is something here that you're bringing into balance when it comes down to something that could have happened in your past here with the Five of Cups, something that brought you some sort of emotional disappointment that ended too short, that could be something you kind of regret about your past. Now, I feel like in order for you to move forward into this new space that you guys have been carving out for yourself with this Hierophant energy that is connected to a certain calling that you have, you're needing to find this balance. You're needing to find some sort of closure with your past in some way, shape, or form with that Five of Cups energy. It's something here that you're needing to release from the past, that you're needing to cycle out or process through, and it could be something that's connected to your emotions, you know, maybe some sort of emotional baggage that hasn't quite been released that you could be still holding on to, but it's throwing you off kilter a little bit. With this temperance energy, there's a need for this balance that is happening in your internal world, that will have an effect on your external world. As within, so without. That's the number one message of the temperance card to me. And tempering your internal world, organizing it in a way where you vibrate, these different vibes out to your external world, and it affects it. It attracts certain things in, it repels other things out. And so for this path that you're headed to with the Hierophant, this calling that you're answering in these recent times, Aries, I feel like there is a need for that. There's a need for something to be released. There could be a need for some internal house cleaning, getting the skeletons out of the closet, right? And shedding some of those old layers that you didn't have an opportunity to shed, maybe during the time that it happened in the past with that Five of Cups energy. So there could be a very deep process that's happening here, but I don't feel like it's painful. I feel like it's more so of that renewal energy that I was talking about, where you're kind of releasing um some negative energy, and you're able to see your vision a lot clearer. Your path is becoming more awake and alive, and taking on a personality. And yeah, and I don't know, for some reason, Aries, I kind of want to say to you something about your relationship to your reality. And sorry about the background noise, but I feel like when it comes down to your relationship with reality, you're starting to really tap into this place where you're understanding that the world itself, the reality that you live in, is not something that's just like mechanical and that imposes its will on you, but you also can impose your will on it. And it's a relationship that's being formed with your reality, that I feel is coming from out of an internal relationship that you have with yourself. And so there's something being awakened within your reality, and you're awakening to this relationship, and how you can speak to it, and how it communicates with you, and what language does it speak in, you know the clues and the breadcrumbs that it leaves for you to understand it, and how you communicate back to it. This is like a back and forth communication that's happening with your reality. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I feel. So that's happening, Aries. Keeping it moving, we have the Nine of Cups energy with the Knight of Wands and the Daughter of Swords. Aries, this is why sometimes you guys just have to wait, because this message that I'm like picking up right now is such a channel. And I'm like, I'm glad that I didn't rush your reading and just try to put it out when I didn't have the energy. Okay. Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Daughter of Swords. So with the Nine of Cups, um, this is speaking about, this emotional fulfillment that you guys are, I feel, charging towards with that Knight of Wands energy. You're needing all the fuel that you can get in order to get into this place of feeling this wish fulfillment. And I feel like you're after it, you're chasing it. It's part of your ambition. It's what, puts the fire up under you, is to feel this emotional fulfillment with where you have came to in your life. What have you established? What have you built? You know, what have you kind of put under your rulership or inside of your empire? Right now, the Daughter of Swords to me could be speaking of something that you're tweaking or changing up just a little bit. You're revamping and kind of bringing into balance when it comes down to your approach to how you're pursuing your emotional fulfillment or your wish fulfillment in this life. The Daughter of Swords is talking about evolutionizing some things that you're doing with your approach. How are you putting your foot forward? How are you showing up in the world? How are you strategizing? Right? What kind of ideas are you using, and how are you putting them into this reality? This once again is talking about, I feel, this relationship that you're having with your reality, in this language that is opening up to you. This barrier is kind of like coming down. It's almost like the layer of, what do they call it? The wool over your eyes, right? You're seeing through the veil this month, in the month of August, with this Daughter of Swords. And I feel like spirit, the universe, the divine is really communicating to you in a different way through these breadcrumbs, these symbols, these synchronicities, these hieroglyphics, whatever you want to call them, and you're actually in tune with them. And because you're in tune or in connection with the universe in this way, there are certain things that you're changing up about your approach. Because before this, you were just gung-ho, Geronimo, going at it, Knight of Wands energy, just like, give it to me, I gotta have it, whatever it takes. I'm busting through walls, I'm jumping through hoops, I'm going through this gauntlet, and nothing can stop me. But the Daughter of Swords energy is talking about how you're connecting your intuition, I feel, to this language that the universe is communicating you, or communicating to you, and it's starting to make you approach your goals, your ambitions, your path a little differently. So instead of busting through a wall, right, it's like you're finding new ways to unlock that wall so that you can walk through the door. Instead of expending all of your energy on climbing a wall, let's just say, it's like you're finding a different way to walk around it. So it's like there is some sort of shift that's happening here, and I really feel like it's in your consciousness with this Daughter of Swords energy. It's in the way that you're perceiving your reality, the way you're connecting with it. And it's almost like your reality is giving you feedback now because you're tuned into that channel. And the feedback that you get, you're going to actually act on it and use it to make adjustments in how you're moving towards this emotional fulfillment. All right. So get ready for that. Keep your eyes open, stay awake, because I really feel like these messages are going to be seeping through your consciousness, through the layers of your consciousness, and they're valuable messages. Okay, moving right along, Aries. We have the Seven of Pentacles energy here with the Ace of Wands and the Emperor card. Now, in a second, we're going to run out of room, so I'm going to have to pause in about a minute and clear some space out so we can continue on. But Seven of Pentacles energy, right, is talking about something that you have been patiently waiting to grow, patiently waiting to flourish, to become fertile, to catch traction, to expand, right? And the Ace of Wands energy, well, let's just pause right here, Aries, so I won't get, it won't interfere with the channel. So I'll be back. Okay, Aries, I am right back. As I was saying, right, Seven of Pentacles, this is something that you've been waiting to grow, waiting to kind of, expand, and waiting to see the fruits of your labor. And the Ace of Wands energy shows how you have been very passionate about whatever this is that you're undertaking, whatever endeavor this is. Um, but it's also been something that you have been having to temper yourself with, because it's almost like as you're in this waiting process, there is no action to take. With that Ace of Wands energy, it's like, because it's nothing else you can do when you're waiting for the crops to grow. It's like you've already done the work of planting the seeds and getting the soil ready and getting up all of the weeds from the field, and removing everything that could stop this seed from growing, and all the preparation that it takes, you guys have done already, is what I feel. And so you're sitting here with the Ace of Wands, like, I'm ready to do something else, like I'm ready to go, but it's not really anywhere to go, Right now it's like you just have to like wait for the growth, wait for the divine timing, wait for the next shift to happen here. So I feel like you're in this space where you're ready, set to go, but it's not anywhere to go yet. So you're having to wait a little bit more. And I think we've been talking about this a lot um leading up to this point in your previous readings. But you guys are the emperor, so there really is always something to do, and I feel like you could just be shifting your attention with this emperor energy to other aspects of whatever this endeavor is. And this is also connecting with these messages that are going to be flowing through to you with his daughter of swords energy. You're becoming aware and conscious of something. So there could be other work to do in another area, is what I'm feeling, Aries, while you're waiting on your main project or your main business endeavor or your main idea or ambition. It's like you're needing to kind of shift focus to another area, is what I feel, because the emperor runs an empire, right? And it's not just one thing that they're focusing on. They have like a million things to do at one time. So I feel, Aries, like if you're having a lot of extra time these days, or if you have um a lot of things that, it's like that are open right now because you're waiting on something that's not a lot to do with your main project, then this could be a time for you to focus on something else, start to build something else, or whatever. But I feel like you can't do anything else with this thing that you're waiting on. It has to just it has to connect with divine timing for it to grow. And I don't know, whoever I'm speaking to, this is just kind of what I'm feeling here. um but there are other things that I feel you can be focusing on, and actually putting uh this passion into, because I do feel like there is a funnel that you got, or outlet that you need in order to channel a lot of this passionate energy into. So there may be some sort of new project that could be coming in August, or there could be just another area of focus that you're kind of going into while you're waiting on something else. All right, so moving right along, Aries, we have the Three of Pentacles energy with the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. Yeah, and the Three of Pentacles is talking about some sort of business or commerce, some sort of collaboration. Sometimes, a lot of times, this is my entrepreneurship card for people that are entrepreneurships, that are wanting to have their own business, wanting to be control of their own finances. And I do feel that a lot of Aries really fit this mode. And if it doesn't have anything to do with business, this could just be your career, what you're focusing on at the time. Now, from the Three of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, this is talking about a jump that's happening, some growth that will be coming in. Um, yeah, with this Fool card, though, there may be a leap that's involved here. And for most of you guys, I really kind of get the energy that you've already taken this leap in some sort of way. Like you've already taken a major big leap, and you've already jumped, head first into the unknown, and now you're just in this space where you're waiting for this Three of Pentacle energy to turn into the Ten of Pentacle. And this is why I feel like you're being reminded by the universe to go back to the space when you were just about to take this leap. And this is like what I really feel August is about. It's like you're remembering why you took the leap in the first place. You're remembering what the circumstances were for you to jump from out of a comfort zone, or jump from out of something that could have been already established into something that was totally brand new. You're remembering what gave you the inspiration, what put the fire under you, what was the catalyst. And this is helping you as you're continuing to build these Ten of Pentacles, right? This renewal of energy, this renewal of purpose with this Hierophant energy up here. Yeah, because you guys didn't just take this leap for just any reason. You were inspired. You were divinely inspired. you got a message that came in from the universe. You picked up on all the clues and the breadcrumbs and the synchronicities, and your heart spoke to you and your intuition spoke to you, right? And you brought all of these things together and put it into action, and you took action and took a leap, right? As the fool, and you leaped in the right direction. So this is just a message for somebody that you are on the right path, right? Even though it takes time to go from a 3 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, and you have to be patient on the growth of what's happening. You're headed in the right direction. Okay, Leo, and things are beginning to speed up. Not Leo, sorry about that. I meant to say Aries, but it is Leo season. So what I wanted to say is that things are beginning to speed up in Leo season. And it's like this Leo season is all about taking action. It is about being fired up once again, and letting the beast out of the cage, letting our lions roar. But at the same time, for you, Aries, you need to know where you're coming from. You know, what is the basis of your action? Why did you take action in the first place? And you're reconnecting with that energy. All right. So over here we have the 2 of Swords energy with the Sun card and the 5 of Swords. This 2 of Swords is speaking about indecisiveness. And I feel like some Aries could be being plagued a little bit by indecisiveness because of the conflict that is taking place, possibly on the battlefield, possibly but with this path that you're on, with what you're trying to build, with what you're trying to achieve. And the 5 of Swords is like, I feel like you guys are contemplating if you just want to give up on this thing and let everything go and just go back to where you came from, or if it's worth putting up some more fight for it, and if it's worth putting the work into it and going to war and going to battle and getting the battle wounds and healing from it and going right back out there to fight again. And it's crazy that the Sun card is right in the middle of all of these sword energies, all of these thoughts, all of this mental anguish or anxiety that somebody could be having out there, trying to make a decision, trying to figure it out, trying to make sense of it, is what the mind does, right? The left brain. But this Sun card is speaking to something that's a little deeper than your thoughts, right? The thoughts are just a mechanism. The emotions are just a mechanism that we use to connect to this reality, as well as the thoughts. But the Sun card speaks of your essence and what you're tied into, that goes deeper than just your thoughts or your emotions or your feelings or your will. This Sun card is talking about the source of creation. And this source of creation is showing you the essence of why you're heading in this direction, why you need to fight for this, why it's worth the battle wounds, right? It's giving you the vision once again. The Sun card is all about illumination. And there's something here that's being illuminated for you, Aries, that's bringing this renewal of energy, that's letting you know that no, 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 no. Like, even though it's getting tough right now, even though it's a battle, this is nothing that you need to think of giving up on or walking away from. It's like it's too early in the fight. Yeah, you've come a long way, but it's still not that time for you to put your swords down. And I know that it's Aries don't give up easily, so I'm not speaking to you guys as that type of energy, but somebody here is kind of, this message is for you, because there is illumination that's coming in the month of August that is letting you know what you're fighting for. Because without that illumination, without that knowledge of your path, the knowledge of yourself, and knowledge of your connection to this reality, then of course going out to a fight in a battle seems crazy. Like, why would I do that if I don't have a purpose behind it? Why would I risk my life? Why would I risk, my livelihood or whatever it is that you're risking? Why would I put this on the line if I am not in alignment with the why of why I'm doing this, right? So I feel like you guys know the how, and you know the what and the when, and all those other W's, but there's something that's happening in the month of August that's reconnecting you back to the why. And this is a very deep place. This is connecting you to your essence, to yourself, right? Getting the ego out of the way, getting the shadow self out of the way, and all the other layers of consciousness is going back to the self, the observer, right? The essence of who you are. So, let's keep it moving, Aries, into your futuristic energy. Let's get more details here. I'm going to adjust my mic, so sorry about that sound. Um, Now, over here, futuristic, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords that shows up again. We have the Justice card here, and then we have the Lovers right below that. So, um, up here, this Ace of Pentacle energy is clarified by the Tower and the Ace of Cups. Okay, and I kind of like this energy because I feel that there is this solid, grounded energy that's coming in for you in the month of August, Aries, where you're finding this place to ground all of this passion, all of this fire, all of this ambition that you have. It's like you're needed. You're needing to find this grounding wire, right? Which is the Ace of Pentacle is represented here when we're talking about the element of Earth, right? It's like something that holds you down, something that anchors you to your path and to your purpose and to, the vision that you have for yourself. And so I feel like with this Tower card, this knowledge that's coming into you is this epiphany, because the Tower could be, translated as something that comes out of nowhere but is a revelation to you, and it awakens something in you, and it's like, oh wow, like I can't believe I've been missing this. I can't believe I haven't been tied into this grounding energy and the knowledge of why I got on this path in the first place. And I feel like that's coming in, and this epiphany is awakening you to not only ground you but also refuel you once again with that Ace of Cups energy, renew your emotional energy that you need in order to go after this goal that you have, this major life path that is for you. And so, yeah, it's going to be a deep one this month, and it's in a very good way, Aries. This is something that I feel like you guys need, and it's coming in such a beautiful way. I feel like for you guys individually, the way that your spirit guides and the universe is leading you to this space in August is going to be very, very deep, is what I feel. And it's just happening in a beautiful way, for lack of better words. Um, Moving down here, we have the Five of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles again and the Chariot. So yeah, it's like I feel like that Five of Swords energy is something that's going to be fading out once this revelation, this epiphany comes in, once this renewal, you know, gets into your soul. It's like, no, 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 no. I'm not about to put down the swords and stop the fight. I'm not gonna turn my back on this and go back home. I'm gonna continue to push for this. And so once again, you're going towards this Ace of Pentacle energy. You're feeling grounded once again to your destiny, your calling. You're awakened to your path with this Chariot energy, and you're ready to start moving full speed ahead again. This renewal, I feel like, is giving you a boost of energy, is giving you a boost of, that go ahead type of energy, like let's go get it. And I like that it's also awakening you to how you're moving, not just moving forward just because and smashing, but strategically moving through this path that you're on, and when to use all of that passion and fire that you have, and when to, temper it and move a little differently. This is something that I think is changing with this path that you're on. Aries. So let's keep it moving. Down here we have the Justice card with the Four of Swords and the Mother of Swords. Justice card, once again, is talking about a sort, this balance that's coming into your world. The scales are being balanced. And there is a peace of mind that I feel is coming in that um some Aries definitely will need in the month of August. It's like, finally, I'm not dealing with all of this mental anxiety, this mental anguish, these fears, these illusions that the mind creates, the Maya, right? It's like you're seeing through that, you're cutting through the illusion because you're seeing behind the veil, and you're coming into connection with this, your relationship with your reality. And so, just as the Father of Swords is able to have that vision to cut through all the BS, right? To not be affected by distractions or illusions. This is how you guys are showing up in August. And this is bringing you back into balance. This is also something that I feel like the universe is bringing your way with the Justice card. It's like a karmic reward for all of this work and patience that you have been having over the months, over the years, even. This is a gift that you're having. This is a gift that some of you guys are being granted, and something that really is kind of coming online for you guys this month to really cut through that layer of illusion with that sword of the Father of Swords, and to see things for exactly what they are, right? As the owl can see in nighttime. The owl is somebody that has like perfect vision in night at night, right? They have night vision goggles that are built into their eyes. And so you guys are seeing through the illusion of darkness, or, you know, things that are beneath the surface right now, things that are happening behind the scenes. You're connecting with the inner workings of things because the ego mind can't see it right now, right? The ego mind is looking with the regular eyes, right? But what you're connecting to this month is connecting you to this third eye vision. That third eye is coming online for a lot of you guys. There's a third eye activation that I feel like is happening. Um, and this is really renewing your purpose. Okay. Um, to close it off, Aries, we have the Lovers here with the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. Now, some of you guys definitely, I mean, we just can't overlook it. You could be dealing with a love relationship in the month of August. And for some Aries, this whole thing could be talking about a relationship or love. But I feel the majority of you guys, this is talking about more so of your connectedness to your purpose. Okay. And so the Lover's energy, I feel like there's going to be this restoration of love that you have for what it is that you're called to do. This renewal of love, like I was talking about in the beginning of the reading, falling in love again with what you feel you're called to do, or finding that calling for some of you guys, maybe for the first time. The Four of Wands energy, right, is talking about coming back home. You're coming back home to that place that you started off on, where you understood where you were going and why you were going to take the chances and why you were going to take the leap, and, you know, why you were going to face these odds. You're falling in love again. Two of Cups. I love it. Aries is like, it's a love story, but it's a love story for, you know, your purpose, so that you can kind of be driven by your purpose and not just by your passion. Oh, I like it, Aries. Yeah, so go ahead and fall in love again, Aries. You got this. And once that happens, like, to sum up your reading, we're back at the Chariot again. Like I was saying before, things are going to be moving full speed ahead. It's like, but there was a need for you to kind of remember. All right. So success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. And all of this is coming. We know that. I know you guys know that as Aries is like things are coming right along. You're still moving towards everything that you had planned, but the life is about the journey is what I was about to say. It's about what happens in between point A to point B. And this is what's happening in August. You're being reminded of the journey. You're being reminded of why you got on the path and falling in love again with the journey as opposed to the destination. All right, so I'm wrapping it up right there for you, Aries. Hopefully that resonated with you. If it did, let me know about it in the comments. If you're brand new to the channel, you can subscribe, you can like, you can share, whatever works for you. But I will see you guys in the mid-month reading for August, and we're going to check back in and see what's going on with you guys. Until then, stay safe and later.